Hello and welcome to a unusual episode of Woke Watch, because today we'll be looking at a company which is desperately trying to unwoke itself. Today is the 31st of May, so tomorrow will be the 1st of June, the beginning of Pride Month. Now, I've been a gay rights advocate for decades, since it was called gay rights, because I don't think anyone gets to pick their sexuality, so they shouldn't be judged on it. But this year it does feel a little different, because if we look at the LGBTQIA+ community, you've got the L's, the G's and the B's. Those are the people with the sexuality. It's almost like they're being overshadowed by the TQ cult. Nonetheless, as of tomorrow, every large company and corporation will be plastering rainbows on every fucking thing. And not because they care about the people that Dave Chappelle refers to as the alphabet people. It's in order to boost sales. And you can guarantee on the 1st of July, those rainbows will disappear as quickly as they appeared.
So long, gay boys!
But there's one brand that won't be doing anything for Pride Month. Like I said, they are desperate to prove how unwoke they are. And that's Budweiser. Because since Bud Light rather, made the disastrous decision to team up with stunning and brave trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, a walking insult to everything feminine, the parent company Anheuser-Busch has, at the time of recording, now lost $15.7 billion. So Bud Light will now be available in camo print, which sort of makes sense, camouflage, because at present everyone's acting like they can't fucking see it. But Budweiser itself, the thing that's branded as America's beer, they're teaming up with a true American icon, Harley Davidson. Here's the advert.
The greatest legacies are built with grit and resilience, one detail at a time. Limited edition Budweiser Harley Davidson cans. For those who give everything to their craft. This Bud's for you.
If I'm honest, I think the only people who'll buy Harley Davidson Budweiser will be Harley Davidson owners. And that's because the average Harley owner, if you write Screaming Eagle on a pile of steaming horse shit, they'll still buy it. And I should point out, between the age of 16 and 30, motorcycles were my only form of transport. I've done a lot of miles on bikes. I'm also at an age now where I'm thinking about buying one as a toy to use at the weekend, because I'm 45, so I can either just wait to gradually fall apart or get back on a motorcycle and go through the pearly gates backwards and on fire. We can see how Budweiser is trying to be anti-woke. But to me, that advert just doesn't work. And on the subject of things that don't work, why is it? So often when you see images of Harley Davidsons, in adverts, in film, whatever, there's always a guy working on it. Is the message meant to be, buy a Harley Davidson, they break down all the fucking time? Because you'll never see that for a Japanese bike. There'll never be an advert for a Honda with a guy working on it. Instead, he'll just put the keys in, start it up and piss off. Also, the whole retro vibe. For me, it just doesn't work anymore. And I know loads of motorcycle manufacturers play on the golden age of motorcycling in order to sell their products. And God knows every Harley owner looks like an extra from Sons of Anarchy. But that's not the modern world anymore. The average Harley owner now isn't a member of an outlaw motorcycle club. The chances are the guy you see with the heritage softail, dressed head to toe in leather and tassels, will be called Julian and he works in accounts. I'd also like to point out that this collaboration is essentially promoting alcohol and motorcycles. Those two things do not go well together. But market analysts are already saying this is too little too late. It will not save Budweiser. They have alienated many of their customers. And we see this time and time again with what I will call the Mulvaney effect. If a company tries to push the trans agenda onto its entire customer base, most of the customer base tell that brand to fuck off. And instead, the real danger now is it could spark a backlash against Harley Davidson, a truly iconic American motorcycle, albeit that some of them are now made in India. But the same applies to Triumph and Royal Enfield. Personally, I'd have more respect for Budweiser if they just held their hands up, admitted they made a mistake by employing Dylan, and then just went along with Pride Month. Put the rainbows on the beer cans like every other fucking manufacturer's going to. Rather than this patronising advert saying, Budweiser and Harley, we're legends. Because, like it or not, tomorrow Pride Month begins. And what do Pride Month and Harley Davidson have in common? Men in leather strutting around. As ever, thanks for watching.